Good morning. Thank you all for being here. My name is Bob Creighton, and I'm the board chair of Family Service League. And on behalf of everyone at Family Service League, I'd like to welcome you to our ribbon cutting for the Fay J. Lindner Health and Wellness Center. I want to thank all of you for joining us here in Bayshore, and for all of you online, thank you for joining us as well. Today represents an important milestone for Family Service League as we continue to further our work by providing expanded treatment in mental health and substance abuse services here on Long Island. I'd like to take a moment to welcome some of our distinguished guests joining us today. New York State Senator Phil Boyle is here. Representing New York State Assemblyman Phil Ramos, we have Janelle Dunbar. Senator John Flanagan, now with Northwell Health, is here. Representing Suffolk County Executive Steve Ballone, we have Dr. Piggott from the Suffolk County Department of Health. We have Suffolk County Legislator Sam Gonzalez, Suffolk County Legislator Steve Flotterin, Islip Town Supervisor Angie Carpenter. Representing Suffolk County Legislator Tom Silmy, we have Krista Luca. Representing Islip Town Councilwoman Mary Kate Mullen is Phyllis Brown. The Suffolk County Commissioner of the Department of Social Services, Francis Pierre, is here. Long Island Regional Director for Empire State Development, Kara Longworth, is here. Dr. Martha Carlin, Regional Director, Long Island Office of Mental Health, is here. Dr. David Close, Deputy Director, Long Island Field Office, Mental Health, is here. Antoinette White-Edery, Regional Coordinator, New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports, Long Island Office, is joining us. Carrie Basserman, the Acting Director, Division of Community Mental Hygiene, is here. And Donna Moravec, Executive Director, South Shore University Hospital, has joined us. So please welcome all of those people. Thank you very much. And I now have the opportunity to introduce our terrific President and Chief Executive Officer, the woman who ordered up this weather for today, Karen Borstein.
Thank you, Bob. And also, and I apologize, we didn't have your name listed, but Trish Bergen, Islip Town Councilwoman. Thank you, Trish. And thank you, Bob. So I had every intention of getting up here today and say, prior to yesterday at 5 o'clock, when I heard the CDC change their guidelines, that we are all being, still to continue our COVID protocols and to wear our masks. And I know this governor has not lifted them here yet in New York. So I am requesting for everyone, if you feel you've been fully vaccinated and want to sit out here without a mask, certainly is up to you. But when you go indoors, I would ask that everyone do wear a mask. So thank you for that. So today it's really a great day as we unveil and open up the Fay J. Lindner Health and Wellness Center. And I'm delighted all of you here today. We limited the number of guests here in person, but we also have many on Facebook Live. So welcome to those of you who are listening to us and seeing us. The Health and Wellness Center really represents our commitment to expanding behavioral health services, mental health and substance abuse, and also primary care. And it could not have been timelier. With COVID, we have witnessed, unfortunately, firsthand, and I know in speaking to many of you, and also just speaking to colleagues and other clients who I hear stories from our staff, how devastating COVID-19 has been on them for the past 14 months. And, we see it, PTSD for many of our clients, depression, the loss of employment, and what's catapulted many into levels of poverty that they never thought they'd be experiencing, having to go to food banks, not knowing how they're going to, put their family through to the next step here. We've seen it. We've seen the increase in suicidal ideation, certainly in substance abuse. So, our staff throughout all of this did it, through telehealth and in person after we started coming back to the offices, and we continue to do that. And today's opening of the Health and Wellness Center, it really gives a strong message on our commitment to the community. It's not just about opening a nice building. It's about the commitment that what we intend to do here, to really expand upon these services and to be able to offer help to everyone who needs it. Our clinics in Bayshore and Central Islip particularly have told me, when I say, we're going to do blah, 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 Karen, they say to me, we can barely keep up with right now what we're doing. We need help. So, this will help the increased services here. And our partner for Pharmaceutical services, we could not ask for a better partner than Genor Specialty Pharmacy. They were originally in our other building across the parking lot. They've moved over here, and they truly are part of our treatment team, working together and reducing yet one more barrier for our clients to say, can't get to CVS today. We don't have to. You can go to Genoa from anything from psychotropic medications to antibiotics. Mario Macari, I don't know if he's out here, he might be in the pharmacy, is a wonderful partner and a pharmacist with us. And the other partner, clearly, I could not be here talking about this, is without Northwell Health and South Shore University Hospital. We started that partnership back in 2011, Donna, and we've been growing it since and have much more to do, though. Let me say that we want to grow our primary care here because, think about it. That's what makes so much sense. Really putting all of this together under one roof. We've seen the benefits when we're at the Iovino Center. And now here, we know we can do much, much more in integrating the primary care further and expanding upon it to open up to many of our clients and other people in the community, that it just makes tremendous amount of sense and to continue. And I know we have the commitment from Northwell to do that. So it could not be prouder that you're with us here. Bob Goldberg, he just called me. Bob Goldberg is the president of Fay J. Lindner Foundation, and he's coming from the city, has a driver, and he just called me, said, Karen, the driver put the wrong address in the GPS. So I said, no problem, I will get started, and I will circle back to you whenever you get here, Bob, just come up to me, and you can say your remarks then. The other major, he's here? Oh, right on cue. Bob?
Last time this phone went off with my ringtone, sweet dreams are made of these. But in effect, it's very appropriate now because these dreams have come true to great effect. I've traveled today from the west side of Manhattan because I have a history with Family Service League. Began in 1997. I feel I need to see how each of the...
Sorry, Bob, I'm just going to move it up a little bit more.
They're not hearing me?
I don't know, but I may open up. Now it's good.
How each of the agencies that I've been involved with have become, in effect, one whole. I've been able to influence two foundations, the Diane Goldberg Foundation and the Fay J. Lindner Foundation, to invest almost $3 million in total with Family Service League to create what we see today. The money went a lot further in those days than would today. You see, folks, the Fay J. Lindner Foundation invests with the best of people and agencies in the nonprofit world to carry out a mission of improving the lives of Long Island residents. That's our mission. The Diane Goldberg Foundation has a more narrow objective, and that is focusing on people who are suffering from mental illness. Now, Family Service League works to restore and rebuild lives, which seemed to be the perfect match. But one more ingredient was needed to get our money. I don't give money away, I invest it with those agencies with creative, talented leaders who complete programs that have the ability to become models for others similarly inclined agencies and boards that support their efforts. Family Service League has these leaders. Chief among them, this lady here who waited for me today, Karen Borstein, who frankly ranks among the best in the country. I want each of you at this moment to close your eyes. Envision yourself. Oh, some of you are not closing your eyes. No, I'm serious. Close your eyes. Thank you. Envision yourself now with a pond in front of you and a pebble in your hand. And you throw that pebble into the water. Now notice those ripples circularly going out further and further and further. Well, where that rock landed was Family Service League. And those ripples are the influence that this agency has been able to have and help and do its job far, far beyond Bayshore, Long Island. Congratulations to all of you who have had the good sense to support this agency. And congratulations to Family Service League, celebrating 95 years of very special work, restoring and rebuilding lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob. And you know, as you said that, it reminded me that I would drive around Long Island over the years, and I would always see Fay J. Lindner on many, many buildings. And I said, wow, that would be something wonderful for us to have the name Fay J. Lindner on one of our buildings. So thank you for helping to make that a reality today, Bob. And his daughter Robin also is on the foundation board as well and cannot be here today. And prior to Robin also serving on the board was Bob's partner, Norman Sheffer. And as he said, we go back a lot of years, Bob. And they have always, as Bob said, quite honestly, invested in Family Service League. So we thank you for that. So the other major donor here, who cannot be here today, whose name is on the Iovino Family Center next door, Judith and Thomas Iovino, have been on, Tom is on the board for many, many years, a past board chair, and they are out of town today. But today, the center welcomes the naming of the Judith and Thomas Iovino Bayshore Campus, and there's a signage outside that they've made a huge investment in Family Service League as well over the years. This Bayshore is our largest regional center. We comprise with both buildings over 60,000 square feet and sitting on 4.5 acres of land. And this center, besides the behavioral health that I spoke about, the campus is home over both buildings, home to our universal pre-K, family support, substance abuse prevention services, care coordination, primary care, and multiple family support services for children and teens. So we thank Tom and Judy Iovino for their unwavering support. And while they could not be here today, Tom did give me a few remarks and asked me if I would say them. So Judy and I have been living in New York City since 2006, but our interest and support of FSL has never wavered. From the time two past board members, Freddie Stoller and Vaughn Spilsbury, introduced me to the organization some 30 years ago, I've been proud of the work, but more important, the devotion to solving issues with family-based solutions. I've always been an advocate for engaging family members in solving family problems. This new building will go a long way in furthering FSL's mission and vision. And while we are very proud of the financial support, we are even prouder of what FSL has become, a growing and engaging force in helping communities across Suffolk County. So my thanks, Tom and Judy, and I hope perhaps you got a chance to listen on Facebook Live for this. So for all of you who are joining us here today and on Facebook, we thank you for your support in helping to make the Fay J. Lindner Health and Wellness Center a reality. My gratitude to Petroselli Contracting, did an amazing job, and our amazing architect and interior designer through Hoffman Grayson. The building is stunningly beautiful. And I can tell you that all of our other buildings, when we say everyone's going to be jealous of them, and my staff who don't work in this building, they're going to want something done in their buildings. It really is quite magnificent and just strikes the right balance of being professional and centered. My thanks also to the town of Islip, Suffolk County IDA, People's Bank, FSL's Board of Directors for their guidance, their resources, time, and talent. And for all of you supporting us today, thank you. And is Kara here? I didn't see Kara Longworth. Are you here, Kara? Empire State Development also is a contributor to this venture as well, so my thanks to them. And in particular, my thanks to Northwell Health for saying yes in 2011. So now, if you would please join me in welcoming Dr. Pickett to come up and say a few remarks.
Thank you. Not necessary. All right, well, this is an auspicious occasion. Thank you, Karen, for inviting me. This is good. It's good to actually be talking about something other than COVID. It seems like I wake up COVID, the day is COVID, and I go to bed COVID. So it's good that we're actually finally celebrating something new and exciting. You know what? The CD says we don't really need to use these things anymore, so I'm going to take them up on that. And it's just a great time in the pandemic that we can actually start to really see the light at the end of the tunnel. And with the way the pace of vaccinations, and it's important that everybody becomes fully vaccinated, please, but that we can actually get on to the next phase. And part of that next phase is going to be dealing with the mental health crisis that's kind of grown around us through 2020 and into 21 due to the pandemic. So it's great to have an exciting new facility opening here. I love the comprehensive model that it's pretty much one-stop shopping. You can get your primary care here. You can have your behavioral health needs met. And it's a model going forward that I hope other agencies take advantage of, and something that we see in other parts of the county. I appreciate the partnership we've had with Family Service League over the years, and particularly our Diagnostic Assessment Stabilization Hub, otherwise known as our DASH Center in Hall Park. It's been a great resource for people having mental health, behavioral health crises. And I hope going forward that we continue to work together in this way. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. And now I'd like to welcome Senator Phil Boyle.
Thank you, Karen. It is a pleasure and an honor to be here. I'd like to congratulate Family Service League partnering with Northwell Health. We have incredible need in this area, but also incredible organizations. And of course, the Lindner Foundation. Bob, thank you so much. He learned an important lesson. They've been so generous for so long. He can't get in and ask the driver, take me to the Lindner building out on Long Island, because there's so many of them. He's like, which one? But I as someone who has focused on substance abuse since my time in the state senate, as John Flanagan knows well, I'd like to thank Family Service League and Northwell for the incredible amount of work that they have done, and definitely what they're going to do. As the doctor said, we're going to have a substance abuse problem and a mental health problem going forward, and this building is going to help countless Long Islanders. Thank you so much.
And now I'd like to ask Legislator Sam Gonzalez to join us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Karen, for this invitation here today. It's just beautiful since we've had all this opportunity we've had to talk and visit the other building. And now to see this one-stop location is just absolutely wonderful. Thanks to, again, Family Service League, Northwell, our friends, and everyone that is partaking in this wonderful ribbon cutting. Once again, the Fay J Lindner Health and Wellness Center, which is right next to my district. It's here in Bayshore, but many of the constituents, many of my dear friends and family members that are part of Brentwood and the Central Islip area do come here. And I see this all the time, and I see all the help that they get. So once again, I thank you so much, again in partnership with the University Hospital of Norwell and Family Service League. And I want to present from my office and to all those that really come here to get help. And now this new facility, I'd like to present you with this proclamation.
Thank you.
Okay?
Sam.
And thank you for all the great work that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now Legislator Steve Flotteren.
Good morning. One thing in elected office, we get different phone calls from people from the community all the time and different help. And having right in my legislative district, it's probably weekly, I'm giving referrals. Maybe you should reach out to Family Service League. They have all the services, the counseling, the mentoring, to tell you how to get to all the services. So I'm so proud that always having you in our backyard of the community I live, but even more services that are so needed. So again, I think we're very blessed having this family of the Family Service League right here in the South Shore and the town of Islip in the Bay Shore community. So God bless you for the work you do, and you always have my full support of the great work you do.
Steve.
Thank you.
And now Islip Supervisor Angie Carpenter.
Thank you so much. It really is very exciting to be here this morning and see so many people coming out to support this incredible effort. Two things I just want to say. To piggyback on what Bob said about, they're giving their support, they're donating, but what was so important that he said was they're investing. And this truly is an investment in our residents, in humanity, really. And if you look at the sign in front of me, hope. Hope is the thing that I think each and every day we see here at Family Service League. So to everyone who's involved, especially the volunteers, the board that help direct where things go, to Karen and her stewardship, heading the organization, on behalf of the entire town board, and Councilwoman Bergen's here with me this morning, and I bring greetings from the rest of the board. We can't thank you enough for all that you do, not only in our wonderful town of Islip, but across Long Island. Thank you.
And now Donna Morovic, the Executive Director of South Shore University Hospital.
To be clear, I'm not an elected official. I am the Executive Director of South Shore University Hospital. But thank you, Karen. Karen, I came to South Shore University Hospital, then Southside, in 2011. So I've been here 10 years. And I'm also a clinician. So when I look at a patient in that hospital, and my motto is think from the bedside. Never forget that there's a human being at the end of everything we do. And I realized, and you realize every day of your life when you care for a patient, that you can't separate mind, body, and need. So to have this partnership, and I'm going to recognize Dr. Jay Endon, who's our medical director, because he really has been the driving force behind this. So thank you, Dr. Endon. You are spectacular. And I think what's really important is the relationship with Northwell Health. And we have senior leaders here, and it is just an honor to be here. In fact, we don't even call you Family Service League, we call you FSL. Everybody in the building knows what FSL is.
Good.
Our referrals from the emergency room are tremendous. Your partnership is tremendous, and I really adore the care that we give in this community together. The commitment is tremendous, so thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
3, 2, 1.